While I'm looking at vehicles on my shelf and talking about them, I figured I would pull this one out. This is, I don't know what it is. Another one of these, I don't know what it is, but I do know where it came from. This was built by Kyle at UCFab, and I bought it from him at some point in the past, and I never drove it. So, let's take a look at what it has inside. I don't even know what this body is. It's a Proline body of some sort that looks like it's been cut up. So this would have been like a, I don't know, some sort of SUV. Y'all are definitely going to have to let me know in the comments, because I have no clue what this body is. But it would be like a, I don't know, like a Blazer sort of thing that he made into a truck sort of thing, I guess. Interesting body. Custom body. Nobody else has one like this, more than likely. He put in some sort of what looks to be a, what's that interior from? That interior is from something that I totally know and I can't remember right now. But there's an interior in it, and it's even got like a little piece to keep it from flexing, and it just a nice little detail. Black on the inside. It's got this cool like ghost flame look just on these little sections here. Little details. Looking great though. Let's look at this though. Alright, so letting you know the age of this, it has a version 1 Puller Pro that looks like it's been all blacked out. It's probably a 3500 kV, that would be my assumption, because this was used for rock racing. It also has a BLE controller, our old Holmes Hobbies guys. It has a taken apart Futaba radio, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, this one actually came with a Futaba radio, all bound and ready to go. It's got the UCFab wrap on it, real neat, like silver snakeskin looking jobber there. Yeah, never turned it on. I wonder if it still got charge. I have no clue how to turn on this radio. Is this it? That's not it. Hey, probably the power on switch. How about that? You think that could work? Yeah, that would work if it was charged or had batteries in it. Hey, there's no batteries inside at all. Well, that explains it. One of these days. I don't even know which Futaba this is. It's probably a pretty nice one. I've always loved Futabas and the way that they balance and they feel. By far, Futaba's my favorite radio. Never use that one though. All right, we're looking back at this. This looks like an SCX 10-2. As far as the rails, SCX 10 rails, SCX 10-2 rails, it's pretty much the same thing. This is a Wraith. Is that an old Wraith transmission that does not have the dig attached? This is the extended transmission. So it had the part where you put in the dig if you want it. I think was that the Wraith? Oh man, there's been so many activities in the industry, I can't even remember. Still got the 32 pitch gears on there. It's probably geared pretty fast. We've got these rock lights, these really sweet rock lights back here. I don't even know, is there a name? They're probably from Proline. Kyle was sponsored by Proline, so yeah, there's that. Carbon fiber plate for the electronics back here. Looks like stock. Yep, stock plastic on our shock towers. They are Proline shocks, real buttery smooth. Of course, we have the F9 axles from Vanquish on here. Interesting enough, plastic sliding shafts. It's a lot easier to exchange a plastic sliding shaft as opposed to a broken lower gear in your transmission or a ring in pinion. I love it when we keep plastic sliding shafts. It definitely has some aftermarket links, no telling where those came from. Not even going to try to guess because of course there is no branding involved on most of the link sets. We have this here, a motor plate up front. You can tell it's a rock racer because of this positioning. If it was a crawler, they probably would have kept the battery over here. But for racing, you need something with a lot of amp hours. You need a lot of runtime. That right there is where we would put our big battery. I could fit a 5,000 amp hour 3S in there pretty easily. And for the Servo, an HV500. That is the old school ones. It's, you know, regular 7.4 volt servo. That is definitely what Kyle liked to run. It's just powered from the internal BEC, and that is that. Nothing. Oh no, there's an external BEC. So that is that. And it looks like the red wire is pulled out from, more than likely, the ESC. So, pretty cool. As far as custom work on here, these sliders Kyle made. These are, they bolt into these sliders here, but these are steel. It also has this steel bumper with integrated rock lights on that, or whatever you would call it. It has a fair lead. There is really, I guess you could mount a servo winch back here and then run a little whoop-de-doo for the fair lead mount up front. And then, let's see, I do like the gray of these. And some methods from Vanquish. And what kind of tires are these? These are Proline TAs, some all-terrains. I'm sure they wouldn't grip great. They don't have very deep tread, but they look extremely scale. And the foam's extremely dense foams in here, which would be good at high speed. So this would be a really fun rig to just get out and do some donuts with. Not sure when I'm ever going to get to that, but I did want to take this one off the shelf, kind of check it out and see what was going on with it. So there you go. If you got any questions about this rig, feel free to leave them below. Do my best to get to them. But really neat rig from Kyle over at UCFab. Semi-custom, has the work on the front, bumper, sliders, all that stuff. Good looking. I knew that I was just going to get it and let it sit. I got it anyway. I don't need more rigs. But I don't think I'm going to get rid of this one either, because that's a pretty sweet rig. So it's going to go back on the shelf. This one even has a spot so that we don't flat the tires. There we go. If there's any other rigs that you would like to see me talk about, just try to point them out for me and I'll do my best to get to them. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.